Welcome to the Empty Netters podcast. Can you believe what this has become?
There was a full 48 hours where I felt like I was like literally Superman.
Jumbo loves playing Fortnite, so he gets on the sticks.
Did TR show you the sauna cycle, or was that all
No, I invented that.
Almost a year now that I haven't taken a body check. That's kind of nice.
So we are back. We are horned up, and we are going deep.
Finished tonight with some chicken fingers and a few Guinnesses, ran into you guys, and that's where this pod came to life.
Ice is ready, and we are back with another episode of the Empty Netters podcast brought to you by BetMGM. It is late yet again. We got the Vegas-Utah game on. Vegas just tied at 4-4. I'm your host, Dan Powers. Dr. Watkins back in the studio, and this big bag of shit to my left, Chris Powers.
As always.
We both got funky sweatshirts on.
I know, that was actually really funny.
We're spending too much time together.
I walked in and I was like, what?
You guys look like you're about to yell at somebody for surfing in their beach.
Really?
Dude,
I feel like mine's more of a
Don't
ski
hassle
vibe.
me, I'm local.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like mine's more of a ski vibe. Yours is definitely a surf vibe.
Yeah, but I got it for ski.
Look, hey, ski surf, bro.
Ski surf.
I'm so tired. But that's what it takes, dude. That's what it takes to grind.
Yep.
All these guys are grinding.
That's playoff hockey, Dan. That's fucking playoff hockey.
All these guys are grinding. All the fans are grinding, and here we are. We're heading into OT while we do this episode. But we got 3 games to cover. Dr. Watkins, I'm really proud of you for being here to celebrate your funeral of your Penguins who are dead as fuck.
Guys.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Let's pour one out for Gino.
He's pouring himself a glass of Evan Watkins.
Little glass of Ev. Little glass of Ev.
She just did a real shot.
He had to. For Gino, he deserves that.
Gino might not come back.
Gino deserves that.
Do you think so?
Oh, Dan.
I don't know.
Malkin had 61 points in 56 games this year.
He said that he would never play for the Penguins again.
That
he said he hated it.
That's just throwing.
I'm fucking drunk already.
Around.
Do you guys want? I have 2 other cups if you guys want some.
You couldn't fucking pay me to drink alcohol right now.
You're tired.
I'm so wiped. I'm a
Gino
tired
said,
bitch.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be a part of the team next year. And I don't want to be retired in Pittsburgh.
They're not even.
That's his quote.
That is not true.
He said all of that except the reverse of it. He said, I want to be here. I want to be here next year. I want to be retired.
You did a reverse.
I did the
Uno
reverse
card.
Quote. Reverse quote. I thought he had said though, because he is up. He's a free agent, right?
Yes.
Can somebody check
I'm
that?
I'm on it.
I believed.
I thought he signed. No, yeah, he's up this year. 6.1 mil off the books.
Maybe it was just a reporter.
I was talking
once.
with Nate the other day,
Yeah.
our other graphics guy, Nate, who's also a Pens fan. They gave Tanger a 3-year deal with a full no move.
Starting when?
He has this year, next year, and the year after that, all at 6.1. Tanger is 39 years old. And that is a crazy contract to have given that man.
And he's been a bit of a liability this season.
But you know what's exciting is Carlson and his 10 mil next year is the last year of that deal. Someone would eat half. This
coming season is the last year.
Yeah, someone could take half of that.
That is what they should do. Even though he has been better lately.
He's been great. I think
it's
he's
because
been like
Sullivan's
a really
out of there. He didn't like Sullivan.
Yeah. But I mean, how much space do they have?
Carlson had 66 points this year in 75 games.
I mean, that's
15 goals.
That's wonderful.
He's phenomenal. And if they're missing playoffs next year, I would definitely.
Why?
I said if.
But why would they?
I don't know, dude. A lot of people picked them to miss playoffs this year. No one saw them finishing second.
But they weren't aware about the Muse. They didn't know the Muse was coming.
It's true. They currently have 10 mil in cap space. They're gonna have 6 available with Gino's off the books,
and they can give him 2.
And they've got a lot of stuff like Hazy's off the books, Mantha is off the book, and they're gonna lose Mantha.
Dude, but Hazy.
Actually, I could see them bringing Mantha back.
Yeah, he did well, but he's going to try to get a lot of money. I don't know if they need to spend it because he is older and we're already an old team. I wouldn't do it.
Mantha is only 31, but he is about to sign a 5-year deal.
And for probably too much, even though which one of you or Nate sent that hilarious text that was like, Mantha just lost so much money this series.
Nate sent it because he produced so much in the regular season.
He had one of the great
seasons. He didn't do fucking
ever.
shit in the playoffs.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
Clifton's off the books.
Unfortunately for some
Skinner's
team,
off the books. Shelov's needs to be signed.
Shelov needs to be given 10 by 10. Somebody pay Shelob, the spider, anything he wants.
You do assume that the Penguins probably go into next year because they've got this great prospect signing
Mershov.
They're signing Shelovs as like you are the starter next year, and you probably want to coach up the guy.
But that kid has only been in the AHL.
Yeah, I mean he's like 12.
Right. I'm just saying sometimes it's hard to be like. I think putting
Sergei Miroshov is 22.
It's a little risky unless this kid is truly fucking dope. It is hard to put.
He's good.
I know, but just no NHL experience. It's hard to go, hey, Shelob, you are eating. Oh no, I think
he probably signed Stu too.
Okay, yeah.
But we just got our asses handed to us by a team that had no experience either. So it's like I always would go youth over experience at this point because look where we're at.
Yeah.
For a team that was so good offensively this year, I thought they went out with a bit of a whimper in this game. Like I kind of needed them. The Pittsburgh Penguins are third in the NHL in goals for.
Yeah.
By only 8. Isn't that crazy? Colorado had 298 goals for this year, and Carolina had 291, and Pittsburgh had 290.
Yeah, okay, so that's a fair point, but I was going to say, the hot take coming, the problem with going down 3-0 is there is no room for error. And I said on one of those lives,
Secret Service. Consequences.
I said on one of those lives, there was, you guys went to Shelob one game too late. If you had gone to Shelob when you went down 2-0, you would have literally won this series.
Yeah.
Probably in 7, but you would have literally won this series. Then you would have been able to go back to Skinner in the next round and you would have got 3 shutouts against the Canes and beat them. And then everyone would have gone, what the fuck is happening? But you waited one game too long and it cost you everything. I think the Penguins were better in game... I can't quite remember what I thought in game 3, but the Penguins were the better team in game 4, they were the better team in game 5, and they were the better team in game 6 for me. They just lost it because Vladar made 40 fucking whatever saves.
It's like you said, there's no room for error.
Yeah.
If it wasn't an elimination game, you go, oh well, it's overtime. Let's go to the next one.
And you go, whatever. Shelob was money.
Yeah,
like, we have no issue here. But you bring up a reasonable point where I'm like, yeah. But Vladar did have 2 shutters in a playoff series against you, and Vladar isn't bad, but like. If you were the the fourth highest or third highest, whatever you said, leading goal scoring team, you can't get shuttered twice by Vladar.
And you went into this series not afraid of Vladar.
Yeah.
You were like, Philly might be scrappy. You didn't expect to get shuttied by Darth Vader.
They also got dragged into the fucking mud.
Yes.
As I warned and knew they would.
Oh, yeah.
And they did.
That
was the one fucking bear trap they fell into.
They got dragged into a Philly fucking mud pit.
They did.
I was also informed today on Twitter by lovely Pittsburgh fans that maybe it's the spelling, but apparently people from Pittsburgh don't appreciate Pittsburgh being referred to as Pitt.
It's true. They call it like the Berg. They call it the burger. Yeah, Pitt is like, they don't really say that very much back home.
Fuck off, dude. What are you fucking insane?
No,
dude?
there's a good reason. There's a good reason.
Oh my god, dude.
There's a good reason.
We don't prefer Mass. I'm not down with Mass. We prefer Chusets. You want to talk to me? We're called Chusets.
Don't
fuck
be
you.
Such a butthole.
That's insane, dude.
No, there's a good reason. It's apparently the school, Pitt, P-I-T-T, is like, that's the college. So they're like.
So if you ever say Pitt, they go, they couldn't be talking about.
Listen, man.
They couldn't be talking about the city. They got to be talking about specifically the college.
Man.
He's just the messenger, dude.
I'm not a Yinzer. Okay, I don't know.
Hey, Yinz guys call it Pitt.
Yeah.
I'm going to come after you.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Dude, that
Sidney
is
Crosby's
one of the
my
craziest takes I've ever heard in my life.
Well, don't you think it's like people from San Francisco who are like, it's not San Fran, bro. It's SF.
Oh, yeah, Armin got me on that one.
I also make fun of them, though. I'm like, shut up, dude. That is insane.
Like,
San Fran is an awesomely cool nickname.
Have we buried the lead? Have we even mentioned that the Penguins have been eliminated?
Flyers won. Okay, yeah. Crosby's out. Malkin's on the fucking Panthers. All right, announcement. Malkin signs with the Panthers for 2 years. Let's get that over with. Boom, done.
No,
in what world, People are already posting. They're like, is this it for the big three? Is this it for the big three? Why would you
There was a report, I thought it was literally Gino, but there was a report before the season that said Gino has played his last game as a Penguin.
Yeah, but why? We've already been down this path. It happened like 3 years ago. Remember? People were like, he's gone. It was when he signed his last deal. We posted that amazing meme of the iceberg separating and that one Penguin being fucking really almost missing, and then he ran and he jumped.
What was his contract before this one?
I don't know.
Do you want me to look it up?
High. It was more than 6.1, I'll tell you that.
What if he goes, I need 6.1 again?
I would probably give it to him.
Really?
He just had 61 points in 56 games.
He's in the final year.
Do you have any idea how low 6.1 is now?
Dude, I said this to you the other day, and you got so mad about someone not producing at 6.1. I was like, that is chump change.
He's in the final year of a 4-year, $24.4 million contract.
Evan, I just said it. 6.1. He's talking about.
No, but I went the contract before.
No,
that.
I'm going to say exactly what you say, Dan.
Yeah, Dan, say
Just
something
repeat
else.
what you say the whole. But here's the thing. It's Sidney. This is a Sidney Crosby thing. He wants to play with Letang and Malkin, and unless they trade Crosby, they're going to be stuck with these two guys because above Dubas is Crosby at this point. And Dubas has done a great job, but like we're kind of, unless you get rid of Crosby, you're never going to really have a rebuild.
Here's a question
for better or worse.
Both of you. Yeah. I think, and dude, I have been banging the trade Crosby drum for the previous 3 years. But I have always said, and everyone who listens to the show will back me. And for the new Berg fans listening today,
don't say Pitt.
I want nothing more than Crosby to retire as a Penguin. If you are making playoffs, even if you're limping in, as long as he's in, then by all means, please God, don't trade him. It was the missed playoff act for 3 years in a row that I was like, I am not going to sit here and watch Sidney Crosby go out without playoff hockey for the last fucking 6 years of his life. Totally. So you're back in, all good, keep him, that's fine. And if Crosby's going, you have to keep these two. And if the Penguin can still make playoffs with those two, then fine. I have no issue with it. Pay him what you got to pay him, all good. Now, my follow-up, though, is if I'm Sid, I almost want to go, Gino, dude, I need you to take fucking 3. Like,
yeah,
don't
you probably
be a dick.
will.
But then I wonder.
They want to give him 1. I think Gino wants 2 years. I think Dubas just wants to give him 1.
Yeah.
I genuinely.
Fine.
That's
no,
what I've heard.
I bet he'll sign a 1. I bet it's going to be the same thing as Bergeron, 1/3.
That'd be great.
And I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. I think my main point is I have no idea what anyone is talking about being like, it would behoove Pittsburgh to move away from this guy. I think that's insane.
He had a good year.
He had a great year.
He did have a pretty good year.
Dude, if you look at this team, look in the playoffs. Who was their leading scorer?
Yeah.
Sid, 5 points. After that, Raquel, 4 points. After that, Gino, 3. Yeah. Like he was the third highest.
2 goals too, right? Or 3 goals? 2 goals?
Two goals.
Yeah.
He was the third highest playoff performer on the team. He was the 5th highest point scorer on the team. And if you go do it by point per game, he was tied for first. He actually, in fact, he was tied for first with Sid. Like,
yeah, I think
he is still the second best player on this team. In what world? And I think my big thing is, even if, let's say he wants 5, like that $5 million by 1 year, I don't think that's holding you back from signing anybody.
No, not at all.
Well, then you'd have 5 left, right?
Yeah, to me, it's just like, we talk about it every year. Who is available?
Well, right,
no one gets.
I haven't done.
I just don't. I don't think that there's this big free agent available this summer that Pittsburgh is going to miss out on if they give Gino a 1-year deal. Mm-hmm. So we can just end this conversation. You obviously bring Gino back. He's playing at a high level still. Sid wants him there. Tanger wants him there. We're done.
I think it was the 68 games, 50 points, -24 the year before. Yeah. That everyone said before this year even started. They said, oh, this is his last year.
Gino's done.
He's going to decline again, and we don't need this, and whatever. And then he shoved a 56 game, 61 point plus 13.
I think now that they did. I mean, we got fucking trounced by fucking Philly, which is painful for Penguins fans. But I think outplaying the expectations of just making the playoffs this year, I think that now their decision making is going to be on hold until they see what they look like next year. And if they get midway through the season and we're tanking, then it's, real. But they might go to next year and say, maybe we do just as good as we did last year. I don't know.
Yeah.
So then my follow-up to the contract thing was going to be, Sid has 1 year left. and then the 26-27 season, and then he's up again. Does he ever take less? He's been taking 8.7 discounts his whole career. Does he ever take less than 8.7?
Literally no.
To go?
No, you can't.
Literally no.
You can't do it.
Like I literally don't think he can. And also, if I'm the Penguins,
He'll have an aneurysm.
Because I think Sid is going to be. I don't know, man. I don't ever see him being under a point per game. I genuinely
literally
don't.
Ever.
Like I think he'll be 44 and he can still do this.
It's actually rattling to me though that he's been close the last couple of years. Where I'm like, bro.
I don't think so. Like, I mean, he's literally been close, but I don't think it's rattling because I think he's just like, yeah, dude, I'm just doing what I do.
Yeah,
and it is.
If it was ever in jeopardy, I'd handle my shit.
So, I mean, I'm sorry. There's not much to talk about in this game. There's respectfully,
It's a goalie matchup.
It was a goalie matchup. I didn't think that there were any like crazy chances. I thought Shilov's made an insane save on that great Tippett play. Tippett had a one where he crashed the net, tried to go across the crease, and it was just a classic wait out game. Like Shilov's just got his toe across.
In OT?
No, it was in like
earlier.
it was like the second period, I think. And yeah, it felt like a game that Philly was prepared to play.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I think that you're never counting on Vladar to have a shutout. But when it was tight, I think Philly was like, we'll play tight like this. You know? Mm-hmm. They weren't really sending anybody. No one was stretching. It was a kind of a chess match, feeling each other out. And then it ended up being a defensive and goalie battle.
Yep.
And by God, did they win.
By God, I can't read this. I got a text from a Flyers fan buddy after the game. He was so fired up.
Okay.
And I was like, God, that is awesome.
I have a lot to say about this Flyers team, and I have a lot to say about Cam York's attempted murder goal celebration. But otherwise, in the game specific, I have a lot to say about this series and this Flyers team. I don't have much to say about this game, to be perfectly honest.
I really wanted to do the Malkin thing. We did that. Oh, I wanted to go to this. Flyers' first series win on home ice since 2012. That's cool.
Oh, sorry. I heard that as playoff win, and I was like, no.
That's very cool.
That is very cool. That's a long time.
Yeah. You brought this up earlier, Evan.
I will say this, Ev. I'm glad if Philly was going to win, I'm glad they won it in this one and not in Pitt.
That was a question I was going to ask you guys. I was like, if you're going to be in an elimination game and get eliminated, would you rather do it at home in front of your own fans or away in front of the other team? What would you?
I see.
Like if you're on the losing end.
Honestly, I'd rather get eliminated on the road. And I know they're going to be fucking raining. Everybody was birding, but I'm just like, all good. This is what I want. I like getting booed by the road fans. It's fine. It's just disappointing my home fans. I don't need the unless you're Kopi and it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You're like, bye. I don't need that. Just like
I think there's something to be said about it being kind of not. Actually, here's the big question: would you prefer the flight with the boys getting bombed?
I was about to say that.
Or would you prefer let's drive home, let's go to our favorite pub and get bombed?
Yeah, fuck, both good. Both good options. I almost like the flight of just like one more hang with the fellas because not everyone comes to the bar.
I think when you get eliminated, you fucking better get your ass
just
there.
Not everyone does.
I know, but not everyone drinks on the plane.
But at least they're there. I'm just like this. What's up, bro?
Drinks on the plane.
When I start dapping everybody
I think
up.
I'd prefer to be home. I think I'd prefer to be home and go to the fucking watering hole and drown myself.
You do both.
True.
Do both. But Ev, I was going to say this. The Flyers, and as a Pitt fan, very much would rather have
You
lost
mean
their
a
games.
Berg fan?
Fuck, sorry. That's going to be tough.
Sorry, I'm kidding. Sorry.
Very much rather get eliminated in Game 6 than force the Game 7 and be one step away from the reverse sweep. I'm sure you're much happier you lost tonight than come all the way back to Game 7 and then lose.
Well, here's the thing. I had plans with my wife on Saturday, so I'm glad I don't have to have that conversation.
We need it.
Can we have a serious conversation? It's playoffs. You got to stop making plans with your wife.
Yeah. I agree, dude.
Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, you have to tell the wife for the next month and a half, there are no more plans.
Yeah.
Because you're going to be fucking sitting
I got
here.
her tickets to the ballet.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
like a cliche.
I
I got
hope-
tickets to the ballet in February for Valentine's Day.
I hope she has a blast.
Yeah.
I hope she has a blast with her friend. Because you are sitting with us two morons for the next month and a half.
Dude, you guys seen that? I mean,
Help.
it's like a long repeated joke now, but there's that clip it's like a Instagram post that's like, hey, got tickets to the Masters. You won a Masters auction.
Yeah.
And then my wedding landed on the same day. So if anyone's free that day, she's 5'8", doing that.
That's great.
So
That's
good.
awesome.
That's you. That's you for the next 2
No.
months.
Get Saturday night off.
The funny thing about this series was it was so fun. What a run by the Flyers to make playoffs. Pretty much all my Flyers fan friends were saying, the house money, we're in the playoffs. This was
Sorry,
enough.
I keep yawning. I'm sorry.
This was enough.
It's okay, bud.
It was easy to forget that I felt like in a vacuum, the Penguins were also playing with house money because no one had them in the playoffs. So
Yeah, but I think that
hold on,
it's
ignoring
different.
the opponent, it was kind of like, well, whatever. It was cool to make playoffs. Once it was the Flyers, it ended up sucking.
I think
Dan's got it.
I don't want to speak for you.
No, go ahead.
But I think what you were about to get to, yes, you're absolutely right about the Flyers. I kind of disagree with you, man. The Pens were too good all year long. And then being the 2 seed, I don't think you anymore have this excuse of, oh, it's house money. If you're the 2 seed, you're the second best team in your division. That's no longer house money.
Well, there's outliers, right? Like the Pacific.
Yeah, well,
They're horrible. And I was just trying to see where
that's an unfair outlier.
I know,
I
but
mean,
I was just trying to see where the Pens were.
I think there's more
98.
expectation on the Penguins just because they have more star power. I mean,
Like, they had less
they are
points than
older,
centers,
but I
know?
think there's just more expectations for a guy like Crosby and Letang and Malkin.
Agree. Good point. Very good point.
You know, I mean, I know that they have not been playing great lately, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into this Flyers team.
Yes.
They're playing talkie, and that's great to see. Very interesting thing about this team. Ev, off the top of your head, you watched every second of the series.
Almost.
Who would you venture to guess had the most points on the Flyers in this series?
Was it Konechny?
Great guess. No, he was second.
Okay.
I bet.
It can't be Martone.
Nope.
Oh, but I bet he leads them in scoring. No, I think he quieted
He
down
had
a
2
little
goals,
bit.
right? Yeah.
That was a crazy miss. It wasn't.
He was
couldn't tell what happened.
tied for the lead in goals with 2, which is also not a lot through 6 games.
Ristolainen? Like I feel like
Rasmus Ristolainen.
nice.
Oh, yep. That
Hell
makes
yeah,
sense.
CP.
Unbelievable pull.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you got that.
I just felt like every time they would get a power play, it was like I was like, what is he doing up there? And then he would get a point.
So there are 9 guys on this roster with 3 or more points through 6 games. No one with point per game.
Yep.
Risto had 5 in 6. This, because of how good scoring the Pens were all year, this is not how I expected Philly to beat them.
Yeah.
Showing this, every game was kind of a battle, kind of a dogfight, right? No one popped off. Zegras didn't have, 8 points in 6 games. Konechny didn't have 8
What
points.
did Zegras do now that you say that?
Zegras was good, 4 points, 1 goal, 3 assists.
Okay.
Dvorak, Couturier in a hybrid role, playing 4th line sometimes, playing 2nd line sometimes. You know what I mean? He's kind of all over the place. Martone obviously had 2 goals, but like that's your rookie, that's your surprise guy. But only 3 points, and that's great for him. But you know what I mean? This was very much a committee. It was everyone playing their part, getting on the score sheet, but this was not how I expected them to win.
Agree.
And it's kind of why I'm like, this is Talkie. They're playing Rick Tocchet hockey. They dragged a team into the fucking mud pit, and they wrestled them and won. And I'm so curious. We're not doing our second round preview. I can't believe that tip didn't go in by Logan Cooley. I am so curious if this Flyers hockey, rough and tumble, get in the shit, is going to be effective against the Carolina Hurricanes.
No.
So this, right.
Yeah, we're not doing that right now.
I know.
But I am saying this way that they beat the Pens was very unexpected for me, and I do not believe that this can be effective against Carolina. But we will see.
The same dude that texted me the text that I will keep between ourselves also texted me as we kept talking. He said, talking about this next round, he said, we are hummed in 4 and I don't even care. And I actually think that is the attitude. And I'm not even sure that that's true. Like
Chris,
they are pesky.
You want to talk about house money?
Exactly, Dan.
Could not agree with that more. If Philly loses the series in 3.
Yep.
If they get too injured that they can't field a team and they have to call it in 3 games, they don't care.
Invaluable experience for those guys.
Making the playoffs this year and getting all the way up to the 3 seed and drawing the Pens and beating them in 6 on home ice for the first time in over a decade.
Sending Malkin to Florida.
That is the definition of house money in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whatever happens to Philly now, they are laughing.
Crazy.
And what a run that is.
I'm going to bring up something that really pissed me off, though. There was halfway through the second period, there was an icing that Philadelphia committed, and there was going to be a face-off, in their defensive end, and they pulled some fucking gamesmanship bullshit where, like, I think Konecny was like, "Oh, I got a skate error issue," and literally 3 minutes went by of them like hemming and hawing with the refs.
Yeah,
and they didn't get a fucking delay game penalty, and I'm like, this is some bullshit,
dude. I wasn't out yet, and that you guys were I saw you texting Nate being like, "This is delay a game," and I was like, "God, I wonder what's happening."
Yeah, it's that. It was that, and I'm just like, that shit pisses me off.
Veggies pads are so sick,
dude. I wanted to say this. I'm glad you brought this up, but this can be the last thing. There was a stretch where Porter has the miss, right, in OT, which was crazy. And I think he kind of got hit, but like Shelob like threw the stick down to throw the blocker at it, and then it hit the stick, and it was crazy. And Porter's on the bench literally going like this. Like he was like, "Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
fuck. And I was like, dude, it's okay.
Sorry.
Well, just then you have this insane scramble. And then speaking of delay of game, Ev, I was kind of rattled because the Penguins player, I forget who it was, blocks that shot in the slot and just goes down on it. And he's literally just going like this. And I was like, that's delay a game. But then people start digging at him, and the ref's not blowing the whistle.
This
and
was
then,
the game-winning goal.
Yeah,
tonight.
and then
that was.
And then it squirts
rookie.
loose, and I'm like, oh fuck, the Flyers about to score. And then it's like block, chaos, and a Penguins player just ices it. And I thought to myself, incredible icing. Sometimes just take the icing and then win a D-zone draw, and it's okay, even though your guys are tired, because they had a guy down, it was all chaos, and then literally they lost that draw clean, bang, goal.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, that was not the right play.
Do not get the icing.
Yeah, I was like, oh dude, that was insane.
I don't want to move on before saying what an insane game that was for Vladar. I know we've mentioned it, but just like A, great series, B, great game. Let's just have a quick conversation before we move on to an ad break. Was that a completely unacceptable stick toss by Cam York?
Oh yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you.
That could have killed somebody.
I need the other angle of that. Like we only get him throwing it towards Cameron, it just disappears. And I go, I was like, dude, that had some mustard on it.
He swung that thing like Indiana Jones's whip and launched it into the fucking 20th row.
Bro, who got that?
There's no way that didn't semi hurt someone's hand.
When you think stick throw into crowd, what do you think of, you personally?
Butt end?
No, I mean literal.
Mark Savard.
Same. And it was so polite. Like
clapped it.
Clap.
Coming at you.
Yeah, you got to warn him.
Cam York
was like
threw a katana blade into the stand.
Javelin, dude. That was fucking
Someone
nuts.
either got a great souvenir or a conky.
Those stick throws are tough too because almost inevitably 2 people get a hand on it. It's too big.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Huge.
So then it's immediately like,
yeah.
And then it's
and in Philadelphia, they're definitely fighting
dude,
each other to the
That
death
got
for
torn limb from limb.
that'd actually be fucking numbies if you snapped it in half.
You know
and you
that
were like,
scene-
you keep one half, I keep one half. That'd be
In
fast.
that scene in the Two Towers when the Urukai cut the head off that goblin and he screams, "Meat's back on the menu, boys."
Yeah.
And then you see a bunch of Urukai disemboweling this guy, tearing him limb as they begin to eat him.
Yep.
I believe in Philly, that's what happens to a stick that goes in the stands.
Yeah.
They snap that thing into a million pieces.
That's what happens when somebody drops a cheesesteak on the floor. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a text from somebody today I could not believe, just because it was so out of context, It said this, literally no prompt. I just got a text from somebody that said, there's 2 texts. The first text said, "Helms Deep is so epic." And then the follow-up says, "Makes our problems seem so insignificant." And I was like, wait, do you
think Helm's Deep happened?
I was like, do you mean the movie production of Helm's Deep was so epic? What those people went through to make that movie means are
That person is literally thinking about
what the people of Helm's
the conflict going on for those in the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Dude,
here's a big question for you. Do you think that person was watching the movie or just genuinely in that moment they started thinking about
It popped into their head.
They just started thinking about the Battle of Helm's Deep and they were like, that, holy shit.
Well,
that one.
Yeah, me too.
I responded with...
Was this Andrew Chatsky?
No.
Tell me who it was right now.
Lad. I responded with, I've never recovered from that Legolas miss.
This is the same man who got kidnapped in Puerto Rico.
does this guy ever text you and he's like, man, you know when you're like sliding down the trunk of an elephant, shooting arrows into an orc's
Spraying
eye?
arrows.
Oh, dude.
Unbelievable. All right.
Last thing on that series, shout out Irv. Bang. My neighbor Irv, huge Flyers
buddy,
fan. I was happy for him.
You had maybe two things you could have said to go into a last thing on that series, and you nailed one of them.
Yep.
So
I
shout
knew
out.
I would. Shout out Irv. I'm so happy for him, honestly, dude. And I'm sorry.
All right, that's enough. Let's take a quick ad break.
Shout out Irv.
Shout out Irv.
All playoffs long, BetMGM is turning every shot, every save, every sudden death thriller, which I am currently watching as we speak, Vegas Mammoth OT Game 5. They're taking all of them and they're turning them into an even bigger deal with the Stanley Cup Playoffs Odd Boost token. All you have to do to get involved with this is you log into your BetMGM account and then you pick an NHL wager to add to your bet slip. If you had Vegas Moneyline, you're still in play. If you had Mammoth Moneyline, you're still in play. If you had Score a Fiat Patty, you're already paid and it's incredible. But no matter what you bet on, all you have to do is activate the Stanley Cup Playoffs Odds Boost token. And then if that boosted bet hits, you get an even bigger payout, which is incredible. You are missing out. If you are not skating with the BetMGM crew just like we are, now is the time to jump on that ice, rip around with us. You use that bonus code NETTERS, that's NETTERS when you sign up, and you receive your welcome offer, you receive the odds boost token, you receive the hat trick jackpot, you get in on all the fun that we're having. You can chase empty net bets with us. Can you believe that? Get in on the BetMGM fund right now because BetMGM always makes it legendary.
Montreal Canadiens take a 3-2 game series lead, and I am calling Tampa Bay the Sleepy Bolts in this game. Sleepy Bolts. You know why I'm calling them that?
I don't know because I don't think that.
Dude, they were asleep all game.
They were asleep at the switch, at the light switch.
Game starts 3 minutes in.
Oh, this is a good take.
Goal.
Now. Yeah, I like it.
Then they score in the second period. Tie it up, 11 seconds later, lose the lead.
Bang.
Kirby Dach goal. Yep. And then third period starts 1 minute and 6 seconds in. Goal.
Bang.
Sleepy Bolts, dude. They were asleep at the wheel 3 times and it cost them.
And Dan, that is literally leadership and coaching. Like the things that are happening in the locker room are coach going a speech and, hey, here's the line going out. And then the leadership in the group going, hey, this is what we need this period to get scored on right away. And shit happens. But to get scored on right away or to cough leads up that quickly multiple times in a game, good take by you. Really good take.
Good, thank you. I also, dude, we've said this many times. One Braden Point better be hurt.
Dude, he better be dead. Like they might have to go. Braden Point died pre-Olympics. This is his clone, but obviously he's not. He's in appearance amazing. Yeah. But he's not physically. The brain isn't there. The hands aren't there. We're not advanced like that yet, but appearance, perfect.
Directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
Braden Point. I'm going to go to 2021.
Okay.
Actually, let's go before that. 2020. 66 games, 64 points. Actually, before that, 2019. 79 games, 92 points.
Unbelievable season.
66 games, 64 points.
Pretty good season. 56
games, 2 points less than point per game, you're saying is pretty good?
Yep.
That is, dude, come on.
Pretty good.
That is insane.
What is it then?
A point per game season, in my opinion, is fantastic.
Fantastic?
Yeah.
We actually have had this debate before. You're wrong, but so am I. So let's come to some agreement.
Point per game in the National Hockey League.
Fantastic. You are destroying the integrity of the word
great.
fantastic.
Is a great season.
Okay.
If you can't agree that point per game in the NHL is great, you're a fucking idiot.
I agree.
Okay. Thank you.
So the second one, great.
56 games, 48 points.
Pretty good.
That's acceptable. 66 games, 58 points.
66, 58, pretty good.
82 games, 95 points.
Fantastic.
Thank you. 81 games, 90 points.
fantastic. But that's maybe being a
Last year, 77 games, 82 points, 42 goals.
Very good.
And then also in that stretch, he went 51 goals, 46 goals, 42 goals. This year, 63 games, 50 points, 18 goals. His worst season in a long time.
How old is he?
29.
Oh my God! These are the pivotal hours. These are the pivotal hours where you make or break your weekend.
And
right now.
I think anyone in the Tampa Bay fan base, Tampa Bay organization, will tell you Braden Point is very hurt.
I think he would. Well, he won't tell you anything.
I think Braden Point is very hurt.
Yeah. So they have a hurt Point. They have a dead Hedman. They have a dead head.
Yeah.
And a hurt Point.
Braden Point in these playoffs through 5 games has 1 goal and 0 assists. It is a -1.
That's crazy.
Him being a ghost
It hurts.
is very, very difficult. And then, while he is point per game in this series, since Cooch breaking his insane goalless run in the playoffs,
Yeah.
since game 2, he has no goals.
Yep.
At what point are you like, yeah,
And dude, by the time we got to this game, which was like after the first, because we were coming out of an insane meeting, there was a play. Ant had made a great move, hit the post.
Yeah.
And then Cooch, it wasn't totally his fault, but it was a gaping net, and he just couldn't quite get it to fly flat on his stick. And Steve Levy on the call was like, Kucherov, can't put it on the open net. And he said something like, which continues his tough night. And I was like, man, stuff has already happened that Cooch is having a tough night. So if you are getting, to your point, Dan, nothing from Braden Point and very non-regular season Cooch play from Cooch, I don't know how, and you don't even have Hedman. It becomes way harder to win these playoff series against a fucking good Habs team. Against anybody, by the way, but certainly this team.
great Habs team. And trust me, we're going to give a little double wrister to the Habs in a second here. But the Bolts are... I mean, like, Hagues is amazing. He has 6 goals. But after that, Gensel, who scored tonight, has 2.
Yep.
No one else has multiple goals. And that's okay.
Yep.
You're only 5 games through the series. But for a team that was way high up there in goals in the regular season, Cooch had 44 goals, Gensel had 38, Hagues had 36. Big drop-off, though. Cirelli, 22. Radish, 22. This team's not really going that much. They have 2 wins, only in 5 games. I think this is going 7 for sure.
Oh, really?
But I really do.
Yep.
I mean, it's like every time they've had their back against the wall, they somehow come out and win. I feel like they did this all season long. So
They were streaky all season long.
that's what I'm saying. They would win 8 and then lose 8. And this is the shrunken down version of, it's like they have a great game, they get a good win, and then they lose the next. And in this one, they come out so sleepy, dude. And I thought Vasi was bad in this game.
There was one, I think it was the
Kirby Doc goal was another, dude. Happened in game 2.
yeah, okay.
Really shit poke. He tries this paddle poke.
Yep.
And he gets a little piece of it, but not enough. So it's right. And it's great play by Doc to keep it in his skates. But like, if you're doing that, like, you gotta whack that shit. You gotta
break somebody's
you
leg,
gotta
dude.
cricket paddle that puck out. And I thought the Gallagher one was a weird one, but the third goal, who got their third goal? Texier.
Yeah, who's that whole line? The third, and dude, I need to say again, so much credit to Kirby Doc. I'm so happy for him. But
Yeah,
that
that was
whole line
awesome.
has been amazing.
That Texier goal, it's a good shot, but like no screen, weird angle. Vezina, probable winner, Vasi. I need you saving that.
Dude, this one I'm with you because this one came seconds after that Cooch open net miss that I was talking about.
Yeah.
So if you're Tampa, you're like, oh, wow, we're about to score to start the third, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes immediately the other way. Also, horrible, Osh called this out on the pod, shout out our boy. Horrible change by Tampa there.
Awful.
Which can't happen in the first and third.
I know, Chris. And again, sleepy.
Yep.
And it was someone on the call. It wasn't. Was that game on ESPN?
Yeah, that was Osh.
That was Osh?
Yeah.
It
Or
wasn't
he said something, maybe
It
someone
wasn't
else
ESPN. It must have been TSN call.
Yeah.
But someone was like, unbelievable heads up play by Lane Hudson on the pass. It was a great pass. But I chalked that up to, that was a shit change.
Oh, it was an awful change.
Hudson makes a great play taking advantage of a bad
change.
play.
Yep.
But God, they were sleepy tonight, dude.
Just call Weeks.
On home ice, sleepy.
Wow, Vegas power
got,
play.
oh wow, we got a
fucking
Vegas
overtime.
power peeper with 8 minutes left in the OT.
And for people that are new, what Dan and I were just talking about, people that are new to it, the second period and the even number periods, you have an extra long change. That's what we mean by we're saying just in the first and third when it's so easy to get off the ice, you can't get sprung like that. But Dan, I'm with you. They recovered enough. Like that is just a high glove shot.
Yeah,
that Vasi just drops into his net. And not only will he win the Vezina, but also he looked like a difference maker again in a way that we hadn't totally seen recently, where I was thinking to myself, yeah, Tampa is going to make a run because of this guy alone. And that one was leaky.
Yeah. So, I mean, dude, to go in a series tied 2-2 into that loud Tampa barn and to get a win by the Canadians, great.
Yep.
But there was just like, I think it was the first period. There was a lane shot from the point that wasn't really screened, that Vasi like mishandled. And in the same shift, Zook threw one on net from the point that wasn't really screened. He mishandled.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you guys are fucking asleep at the wheel tonight.
He did make some great saves, though. There was stretches where I was like, oh, Vasi's playing great. But I just, like we always say with goalie, if there's just a couple ones that you wish didn't go in, it's hard to not talk about that.
Yeah.
I have a stat for you, which I just could not fucking believe about this. Since we're talking about it right now, I was going to save this for later. Since the 3 straight cups.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Dorofeyev almost with 4 goals. If he handles that better, that's
agree.
goal.
And that would have been such a Dorofeyev night.
Yeah.
Where he's like, yeah, I have 4. Like, are you shitting me?
And Eichel with like 4 assists.
Yep. Oh,
Dorofeyev.
dude. Oh, we'll save it for this series.
Dorofeyev.
for a Fia. Fuck,
Nice.
there it is right
nice.
there.
The Bolts win the cup. Vasi, I think, wins one of those Conn Smythes, and then they lose in the cup to the Avs, where Vasi plays great.
Yeah.
Since that's 2022.
This is a monster kill by
Herculean
Utah.
kill. And I hate seeing overtime power play goals. I wish every team to have a bad power play in overtime.
I agree.
Since the 2022 Cup and counting tonight, Vasi is 6-15 in the playoffs.
Yeah, not good.
That is fucking staggering. Dude.
Yeah, and you know, we keep having the conversation. You made that point. If Tampa loses this series, they feel like shit. And I came to the defense of the Canadiens, and I was like, this Canadiens team is good. But I am now kind of on your side, where they're now 1-2 at home.
Yeah.
And you have a game like tonight, which I thought, oh my God,
No way.
did that just get in? I mean, they're calling no goal.
No goal.
But now another penalty. No, maybe not.
Now we got a scrum.
Barbie is
Someone
holding
got
his
dummied
teeth.
in the face. That's what I'm saying.
Barbie's holding his lower jaw.
But someone else went down too. Is that Weeks? You just gotta go
No,
down.
it looks like it's fucking Dursey. Even
Everyone's got to go down.
another
here.
fucking netter's friend. Blood on the
Durs.
ice? No. Oh, I think he might have got one to the eye. Yeah.
Oh yeah, his eye's on the ice. Yep. He's a Cyclops.
We've got an eyeball on the ice. All right,
back
folks.
in.
Folks, if you haven't figured it out, we're watching the OT right now.
It's at 6:18.
We got to see what happened.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, we got a bouncing puck, definite high stick,
Played by a high stick. You mean?
Yeah, really high over the head.
and then it goes
So he
to
gets
Barbie.
a touch. That's got to be a whistle.
Yeah, Barbie.
So everyone stops playing.
I mean,
But this, I
Wow,
can't
they
believe
didn't
is in a
even show
penalty.
the-
Like Durs goes bang.
ooh.
Oh, cross
Right
check
to the
right in the
thigh.
mouth.
So now Durs has to go down. Durs has to flop ASAP.
Yeah.
So he goes, boom, I'm down. You see Durs get down there?
They're calling one on unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, embellish.
They're giving an embellishment to Durs.
Which
Really?
And now a Utah power play. What?
It's like, no way. No, it's 4-on-4. They switched it,
Oh.
which I'm actually fine with.
Who did they give embellishment to? Barbie?
Yeah,
Let me
after
look it
he
up.
got drilled in the absolute face, and they went like this.
So cross-check to the face.
That's actually a harsh embellishment.
Barbie gets called for embellishment. And that felt like
Dursey
embellishment. I'm not. No. We're not saying a friend of the program embellished.
Yeah.
But if I were a betting
unsportsmanlike.
man and I were to say someone embellished there, it was probably Durs.
Barbashev got
It's-
right up, honestly.
Jersey cross-checking unsportsmanlike for Barbashev.
Yeah.
Harsh. But I'm glad Utah didn't just get that kill. and then go
I don't know the
immediately
way
back to the
how
box.
fast Barbie popped up. I'm like, you're fine. I don't really.
No, but that's why I think he wasn't embellishing. He went like this and then got right up. He's like, I'm good.
Yeah, but he went down on the ice. That's embellishment.
That is 100% what would have happened. The going down was completely fine. He grabbed his face, he's got hit in the face, and then he got up like a man.
But you don't need to fall when you get hit in the face.
Yeah, you do.
Why?
He got knocked over. Theirs is a brick shithouse.
I don't think that he got knocked over.
Whatever, I'm glad it's 4-on-4.
Yeah, agree. That was not a good goal. Play on.
Well, yeah, they made
Tampa. You were about to finish
my thought was, yeah, you're 1-2 at home so far, and you have a sleepy game like that. You have injury or not, guys not performing again, Vasi not performing. If you're Tampa, I think you're pretty upset right now.
And can I pile on?
Please,
and this is
pile on.
And I would love if literally, I was looking at the playoff bracket. It wouldn't be that shocking if Dallas, Minnesota went 7.
So good.
Edmonton, Anaheim went 7.
Yeah.
Buffalo, Boston went 7. Tampa, Montreal went 7. And Vegas, Utah went 7. Like that feels very not a reach for all those. And I was like, that would be crazy if we could get all those game 7s. So I love that you think that Tampa back against the wall, they've been seesawing all series, will just
Oh my God. Clayton Keller and Jack Eichel are such similar players.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
That will just force it. But going back to the Bell Center, where I feel like Montreal should have won twice and just kind of, they were the sleepy Habs for 2 seconds there in Montreal and cost them.
Yeah.
How long do you think Tampa was leading in game 1 of the series?
Oh, tell me.
0 minutes.
Oh, boy.
How long do you think they were leading in game 2? And keep in mind, this is a game they won.
0 minutes.
0 minutes. How long do you think they were leading in game 3?
0 minutes.
Nope. 7:54.
I thought we were on a roll there.
How long do you think they were leading in game 4, which they won? 4
minutes. Yeah.
How much do you think they were leading in game 5 tonight?
0 minutes.
0 minutes. They have been getting dummied.
Yeah.
Dude. And they have 2 wins to show for it, but it's like it takes everything to somehow claw these victories from the jaws of defeat. I am having currently sitting at this desk a hard time, even though great flurry at the end. I give them credit for that. But I have a hard time sitting here going, they're going to waltz into Montreal and win.
Yeah.
When I'm like, you haven't had a lead in this series. Literally.
Yeah. I mean, again, tons of credit to Montreal. You get Gallagher in the lineup, gets that greasy goal.
Yep.
Doc makes his presence felt great. And like you said, that line's been great. Texier gets a goal. But like, again, your big dogs weren't scoring the goals tonight. I think you grease out a win in this one if you're Montreal. That's what I would call it. On away ice, you catch Tampa sleeping. When you have a game like this where Vasi has a bad game, and make no mistake, folks, that was a bad game from Vasi. You have to win. And when none of your big dogs are scoring, that is a great game to win.
And here's what I want to say. Here's my stroke off for the Canes. For the Habs.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I'm thinking to myself, man, and Osh said this on the broadcast too. He was like, when I won the Cup in 2018, you need everybody doing everything. What people think that means is you need everyone hitting, you need everyone blocking shots. You also need third line guys scoring.
Yes.
You just do.
100%.
Montreal is absolutely getting that right now. And I went from watching the series, and we have watched damn near every second of this series, I was about to go, God, you're getting nothing from the top line. And right now through 5 games, you have Cole Caulfield with 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points, and Nick Suzuki, 0 goals, 5 assists, 5 points. So they are leading your team in scoring.
Well, Lane's got 5 too.
Lane also 5. But it's hilarious to me. It's actually like a double win for me. Win number 1 is I feel like they're doing nothing and they're literally leading your team in scoring. And win number 2 is imagine when they start scoring goals. You know what I mean? Like how is Tampa down 3-2 and Cole Caulfield and Nick Suzuki have combined for 1 fucking goal?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's easy to say this through 5 games. Someone has to be winning after 5, and it happens to be Montreal.
Yep.
But right now, when you have the lead and you're headed back to the fucking Bell Center, you feel pretty damn good. And if the deck stays as it is, and like Cole only has 1 goal, Zook has 0, but Point has 1 point.
Yeah.
Cooch only has his 1 goal. If you're Montreal right now, you undoubtedly go, happy to keep it as is.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're going to win that battle.
Yes.
Right? I do believe, as I said, I think this is going to go 7. I think Tampa's going to find a way to win the next one, but very much so. If anyone wakes up, they will win. If Tampa's big dogs wake up, I think they will win 2 in a row. If Montreal's big dogs wake up, they will win this series.
I like this take.
So
It's like my goalie take in Dallas, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Some in reverse.
I think if I'm picking, I say it's going to go 7, and if it stays as is, Montreal has the edge for me. I just don't think in any of the losses, Montreal has like fallen asleep, or Dobesh has had a really bad game, whereas Tampa has done that.
I guess Montreal is pissed about Game 4 when they were up 2-0 and they went, oh shit.
Yeah.
Which dude, if that was a game that was the Kings or the Bruins or something you were like emotionally invested in that moment, you would have gone, that was a puke job, which it was.
Yeah.
I wanted to call you mentioned Gensel earlier, and I just wanted to say this. Gensel, dude, I think you said only 2 this series, which is probably right.
Yeah.
But Gensel, 79 career playoff games, 43 career goals, the highest goals per game by an American-born player ever in playoff history.
Yeah, I said it when we were in Tampa. Jake Gensel is the sneakiest good hockey player on earth. On earth.
Like, think about the Americans that have been in playoffs.
Yeah.
Patrick Kane, Mikey Madonna. I'm like, no way.
And like Patrick Kane with 3 cups. You know, like I know Gents has 2, 3.
Must have 2.
Yeah,
one. I think
because he caught 1 with Pitt.
Yeah,
yeah, and then he got traded to Tampa
Pens.
Bay.
And then I think he caught the
wait, he missed that first one.
Yeah, so he only has 1
missed
cup.
the first one with Tampa, but caught the second one, right?
With Pitt, you mean?
No.
Well, Pitt has 3, and does he have 2 with Pens?
No.
I'm saying they won it, a million years ago.
Yeah, and he has 1 with Pens.
Yes.
That's we've said that from the beginning.
No, we were saying which one he caught with that. Like,
No.
Other cup would he
we were
won?
saying, did he catch one with Tampa or no?
No.
Yeah, because
he
that was way
way
after.
Yeah,
so he has 1 cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 cup Patrick Kane.
Yeah.
And like the fact that he has more, like that's
awesome.
that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, he just had the benefit of being on 2 very good teams so far that have made deep runs. So
Amazing.
Good for Jake.
He way missed those Tampa Cups, but either way. But yeah, I mean, it's like fuck, man. Like 38 goals this year, 41, 30, 36, 40, like 40. He's a goal scorer, and he's such an under the radar goal scorer. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, if you're Montreal, you're feeling great.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yeah.
And the Bell Center is going to be a electric factory.
Let's take an ad break and then get into our final series, which we're currently watching. Folks, it is summertime, which means it is rollerblading time, and the only rollerblade you should be focusing on is Bauer. You know me, I'm a Bauer slut. I've got Bauer on my body right now. I have Bauer on pretty much every single day. I've talked all about their new summer apparel line. If you want to have that great blend of athletic wear while also looking good and stylish, Bauer is doing that for you, baby. We already know about how good their gear is, so let's talk about the blades, because as I mentioned at the top, it is blading season. The Bauer Vapor Flylights are unbelievable. You're seeing them all over the ice right now in the Stanley Cup playoffs. These guys are wearing these new sleek-ass skates. Well, guess what? You can put wheels on them, and you can be blading around town looking like the pros on the ice while you do it on the sidewalk, up and down the beach, wherever you want to do it. If you're playing roller on those beautiful indoor rinks, or if you're just ripping down the sidewalk, down the boardwalk, whatever you like, Vapor Flylight has to be the option. We just posted a video. I'm wearing these things everywhere. I got a nice grocery store right down the street from me. I pop those suckers on. I go into the grocery store with my Bauer Vapor Flylights on. Cuts my grocery shopping in half. It's unbelievable. These things fit amazing. Just like a skate, you can bake them, mold them to your feet. You feel incredible. And blading is just so money. Wherever you're going, if you're going down to the pub, pop on your blades. Put a pair of slides in your backpack, in a little pull string bag. You can tuck them in your back pocket if you want. Get a blade in. It's a little nice workout. You get to where you're going, pop them off, sling them over your shoulder like a badass, looking like Brink, and then you enjoy yourself. And then you blade home. It's fantastic. Blading is so back, and the best way to do it is with Bauer and these Bauer Vapor Flylights. So what I want you to do as always, is head to Bauer.com and check out the Vapor Flylight roller skates. They are available right now. Grab yourself a pair. If you're curious about sizes, it's the same thing as your skates. It's what I do. I just look at my skates, boom, plug them right in there and get my roller skates. It's unbelievable. They are incredible. You need them. You got to step up your blading game. Go to Bauer.com to get that done.
When it's Friday and the weekend's about to get going, when does it officially kick off for you? Is it when you fire off that text in the group chat and say, what are the fellas up to? Is it when the playlist comes on and you start bopping and you start bopping? What if your shower could be part of that routine? Okay, what if you could bottle the feeling of Friday night, the entire weekend in front of you? What would that smell like? I'm not talking Saturday morning. I'm talking about Friday night, the entire plethora of options. I want you to be able to grab that and make it a scent, and I got really, really good news for you. Dr. Squatch and Friday Beers just dropped a limited edition soap called Friday Night. Whew! Are you kidding me? It's an online exclusive brick built for wherever the night takes you. The scent is called Whiskey Business. You get it? Whiskey Business. It's smooth mahogany and tobacco up front, bold whiskey notes underneath, finished with suede and spice. There is zero grit, so it goes down easy. Think of it like timeless, like smooth, like reliable, in a bar form. You can grab a single brick or you can save with the Friday Night 3-pack bundle. It's available now at drsquatch.com. And even cooler, we're also running an epic giveaway. I love a giveaway. I know you love a giveaway, so get in on this one. It is a weekend trip to Nashville for you and 2 friends. The prize includes round-trip flights for 3, hotel for 2 nights, $500 cash, $500 to the Almost Friday Sporting Club, a curated Nashville itinerary, and $500 in Dr. Squatch products. Enter at drsquatch.com between April 15th and May 12th. No purchase necessary. Are you joking me? Do you want to miss out on that? I freaking hope not. So rally the fellas and go to drsquatch.com and grab the limited edition Friday Night Brick before it's gone, single or 3-pack. Kicking it to the last game of the night, Vegas, Utah. And if you've been listening, we're watching right now, and we're about to catch up to this game because we're about to go into double OT. But Dan, I want to go back to game 4 because there's something really cool happened. You said in the live, what am I supposed to do with this guy? He sneezes, and he sneezes, and he sneezes. Sorry. You said in the live before game 4 that we need Eichel to shoot the puck.
Yeah.
And I said, dude, what is he? He's 80 years old. We can't teach an old dog new tricks. And you said, Chris, he's like 28. Yeah. Calm down. He can do whatever he wants. He's the best player on the ice. Jack Eichel, game 4, 11 shot attempts, 6 on goal, most in the game.
Yeah.
I think he finished with 3 assists or whatever. But man, exactly what you wanted. Did everything you needed him to do. Vegas gets the huge win, ties up the series. Now here we are in game 5, back in Vegas. I said that Utah just looks better in this series. There were stretches. Utah's going to win the series. They just look better. But it occurred to me that maybe after Vegas steals one OT thriller game 4, that they come home game 5, use the juice of the fortress, the crowd, the vibes, the strip, and just win game 5, and then Utah's on the ropes. But dude, this Utah team is fun as fuck.
Oh my God.
It's insane. Every game they come out and I go, here comes the stinker. Kind of like what we saw with the Ducks, frankly. You know what I mean? Where it goes, oh, here comes the stinker from the team that hasn't been playoffs. They don't know what they're doing. They've been playing great. They've been impressing us, but they're due for one. And every game they go, fuck you, stinker.
Yeah.
You're the stinker. And I'm like, I am. You know what? And it's been amazing. So early in this one, I guess this happened to me a few times, but I got worried about Carter Hart again. I was like, oh man, here comes his stinker. but he reels it in. Vegas has no quit. And then I'm like, oh, here comes Veggie's stinker. But then he reels it in. And I don't know which way is up.
Yeah. Vegas continues to be dead and then not dead.
Yeah.
They continue to battle. This one felt like it when Krauser scored in the second period halfway through.
That's the one I was like, Hart.
Yep. And with that one, I was like, you're dead.
Yep.
Utah's winning this game. And then quick Skorofiev goal, quick Theodore goal. I tweeted, Shea is having a great game.
Shea is so good.
He's so disgusting. And I was like, Veggie probably wants that one back.
Yeah.
But Shea, it's just
Yeah.
players make plays.
And he's walking down fucking Broadway.
Yeah, totally.
So whatever.
But yeah, like Vegas just like finds a way. But then it's like Gunther again, big fucking god, this guy. Gunther scores, Carcone scores, and that goal was disgusting. By the way, the pass from Kerfoot was so nice. Just a quick spring, 2-on-1, perfect pass, perfect 1T, gets it upstairs.
He kind of muffined it, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You just have to
get it upstairs. And also,
up.
the replay makes it look like a muffin.
Agree.
It was like
hit harder.
flopping,
Yeah.
but he hammered it.
Yep.
Looks like they got it, and then Skorofeyev, Hattie, tie game. Now here we are. We're headed into double OT.
So, yeah, go ahead.
No, fucking whatever. So, what do you gotta say? I'm dead, dude. I got nothing for you.
Theodore has always scared me because our first year of covering the final, we get media passes and we get to go to media day, where it's the day before the game one, and they're all at their booths, and there's a schedule and you get to do the thing. And Dan and I were a brand new show, and none of these guys know us at all. And we had done it at All Stars, but All Stars was so chill that I was like, oh, we'll just make jokes, which we did, and they all laughed. But then here, it's like laser focus cup energy.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, maybe these guys don't want to make jokes here. And I think I made Dan go first. And maybe it was Aiden Hale. I can't remember who you got first, but Dan went up and and we let the professional reporters ask their real questions, and then it starts to clear out, and then we ask something fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. And whoever Dan went up to first died laughing. And I was like, oh, you know what? They're just the homies still, and they would like probably a little ease in the tension before game one. So then we got in a rhythm, and now we're asking everybody all these jokes. And then I get the Shea Theodore one, and he came over early into Vegas when they became a team, and all they did was go to the Western Conference Finals or the Cup, So I went up to him once the feed died down, the scrum died down, and I was like, Shea, since coming to Vegas, you've made the third round or more every year. Do you ever think to yourself, damn, I wish I hadn't come here. It really is killing my summers. And he was like this, no, I would like to win the Stanley Cup. And I was like, oh no. Because dude, he doesn't know us, like he doesn't ever. And I was like, oh fuck. And since then, I've been literally terrified of him. Like I don't ever want to see him again.
You had to go, that was a joke, sir.
No,
so you know.
Evan.
Guy.
No joke, Shea. He was not in the mood.
And I'm sure he is. He just didn't know me and I just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But I was dying because I was
That's
like,
rough.
I am now terrified of Shea Theodore forever.
He's so gross. God. But we've been stroking off Dallas, Minnesota. This series is just as good.
It is.
It's so unpredictable. Both these teams are so fun to watch. Neither of them are ever out of it. The fight from Utah. The fight.
I've been surprised by Utah being so resilient.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both teams, frankly, Vegas has a ton of comeback wins, not just
That's
comebacks,
true.
like comeback wins in this series.
And what's crazy too, man, is like the goaltending is as expected. Veggie's good, but I Vegas is a good team, and I was like, they could probably get some goals on him, and they have been. I was very much like, I don't think Carter Hart is a definite, like, you're going to be a lockdown, and he hasn't been.
Yeah. And earlier I thought like he might be, and now I'm like, oh no, this
is like a shootout again. And I think the only thing I got to say in here so far is Jack Eichel's doing what Jack Eichel does. You got goals from Barbie. You got goals from Skorofeyev. Mark Stone is Mark Stoning, like
he's at 4-4. What's the score right now?
4-4.
Yep. The dude.
Hold on. You know who's very happy right now is Toronto Maple Leaf fans, because Mitch Marner has been not very good.
Good point, Dan. Okay, let me go back to Dorofeyev for a second, and then we'll go to Mitch. Dorofeyev got. And this is another one, because Utah is probably feeling like, shut the fuck up, we are gross, and we were in the Central and actually had to earn wins, unlike the fucking Pacific. Mm-hmm. But coming into the series, if you're Vegas, you have to be like, we should win this series.
Absolutely.
We won the fucking Pacific, and now we're in a
Dude, if you're
fight.
Vegas, you go and get Rasmus Anderson, everyone's healthy.
And you have Mitch Marner, which I know happened at the start of the year, but you got Mitch Marner.
And you go we're winning the cup. Like, you want to win
Yes.
the cup. Is Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota disgusting? Absolutely. But you are like, we are trying to win the cup.
Yep. So Vegas finds himself in a dogfight.
Yeah.
Okay. And in game 4, a crucial game 4, which you come back and win. And I don't have the exact number in front of me. Whoever's listening can look this up. But Dorofeyev, who was your leading fucking scorer in the regular season, not just a helpful player, your leading goal scorer, gets benched in game 4 when you are down 2-1 and losing. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that is a guy.
Yeah.
If Cole Caulfield isn't going, which he kind of isn't right now, he's not getting benched. I need him to go because he'll eventually go. Dorofeyev gets shut down. And then he comes out in game 5. Everyone's talking about it. They're like, they need Dorofeyev to get going. And he scores. And I was like, ooh, that'd be interesting. And then he scores again. And I was like, wow, that would actually be massive for Vegas. And then he ties the game with a fucking minute left for a hat, his first playoff hattie. And I was like, uh-oh. And he almost got his 4th if he had handled that better in the first overtime. So massive look there if you're Vegas. Because you hope you win this game, obviously, because you do not want to go back to Utah. But at least you've got that cooking right now where you go, all right, thank fucking God I'm not about to go out of the playoffs with our leading scorer having no goals. Speaking of no goals, Mitch Marner. Let's go there. Granted,
we're through 5 games plus an extra period here, and he has 3 assists.
do you know points tonight?
Nope.
No points tonight. 3 assists through 5 games, no goals. And for context, last year in a second round exit, right, for the Leafs, to Florida, Marner, they play 13 games. He has 13 points, which you will always take. But it's 2 goals, 11 assists. And that's kind of his game, obviously. But keep in mind that regular season, 27 goals, 75 assists. He's not scoring at all, right? He can put the puck in the net. You just need him to do it in playoffs. Mm-hmm. And dude, you are right. I thought to myself, God, I do not know how the Leafs could have lost this ordeal worse by finishing fucking near the dead last. And Marner, granted Pacific, but Marner winning his division with Vegas. But a first-round Vegas exit with Marner posting 3 points in 6 games and no goals would be at least a salve on that wound.
Yeah. It is, frankly, unacceptable. And
I agree.
And it's like you're definitely
He's fighting it, you know?
Yeah, you're in this situation, you're in double OT now. And if I'm Vegas, if I'm Tortorella, I'm definitely looking at that guy and I'm like, can you fucking get it going, pal? And it's not like they're void of scoring. They've got, like, Ikes has, I think, what does he have, 2 assists today?
I think so.
Ikes has 8 points and only has 1 goal, but has 8 points in 5 games.
And a lot of his assists are not a lot, but a few of his assists, including the Dorofeyev game tying goal with a minute left tonight, are hammered shots that people are just putting the rebound in, which is a knock that I'm like, it wasn't an amazing pass, but it was him trying to shoot the puck into the net.
Yeah,
and then good things happen.
Agree.
Tonight, Dan, and I have a question for you because maybe you just know. I'm interested to find out from people who are watching Vegas every night what the usual lines have been all year because I haven't been paying attention enough.
Yeah.
But when the year started and it was Eichel, Marner, Dorofeyev, I put $1 billion on Dorofeyev winning the Rocket because I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He's playing with Eichel and Marner. This is insane. And he scored a hattie. He scored 2 hatties in his first 4 games.
Yeah.
And that was the line. And the lines tonight have Eichel centering line 1 with Howden and Barbashev, Marner centering line 2 with Smith and Stone, and Dorofeyev on the wing on Hurdle's line and Kosar. And I'm like, how long ago did that get split up?
I couldn't tell you how long that's been happening.
And how long has Marner been playing center by himself? That's
I think it's because Wild Bill is hurt.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like you are. I'm a big Mitch Marner supporter, and these are just guys where I'm like, you're too good. You're too good to be not playing at your best, and you're in a dogfight now with this really great, scrappy Utah team. And if you lose a game like this on home ice, and you only have 3 points, 3 assists, no goals, you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I got to get going here.
There's a million examples of teams mixing up lines. The Bruins just did this where it gets things going. You see this in playoffs all the time. But remember us saying about Nashville the last couple of years? Maybe this was 2 years ago. They were out basically, and then they made a really late push because they put Stamkos and Marchessault and Flip on the same line. And it was like, oh yeah, wow, they're scoring. That's insane. And we just saw the Oilers announce we're playing McDavid and Draisaitl on the same line in Game 6 because we said if we're going out swinging. And I'm kind of like, I don't care what hasn't been working.
Put Marner with Jack.
Like, what are we doing, dude? Like, just put him with Jack and go fucking fight.
Yeah. Like I would no doubt put Marner with Jack and try to get him going. But I think the issue is you need him to be playing center. And here we go.
One highlight for me from this game earlier, Schmaltzy, someone broke a stick, maybe Theodore, someone broke a stick, sprung Schmaltzy on a breakaway. Huge save by Hart, and then Tanev on the turnaround right after that.
Oh.
Insane save.
Crazy.
That was awesome. But Veggie has also made some incredible ones down the stretch here. So I think what's going to happen for the viewers is we are going to go like this. Second overtime just started.
We're going to just watch, and then
you're gonna
this
see
episode
us.
will pick up as we celebrate the goal.
Watch this. Oh, no.
Oh, there it is.
Holy
Howden.
shit.
Fucking Shorty.
Shorty, dude.
Shorty
Oh,
for
no.
the game.
0 for 5 on the power play, I think.
Why did it feel like that was coming?
Dude, because they had a Jack fucking breakaway into the Marner chance off the face-off into how, like, you got to fucking get 2 guys on that or something or fucking reverse it. The Vegas has no guys on the ice.
What a rip by Howie. Wow, that's... You said you don't like power play goals. How do you feel about shorthanded goals?
You know what? Actually, that is cool. Because you take a penalty in overtime and you go, what the fuck? And then to do it in Shorty is insane. I'm just like...
Look at Hill just in the middle. What a fucking beauty.
He loves the boys. I'm sick for Weegs because I feel like this kind of all started on that fucking play. I'm sure he's so pissed at himself.
No, that... You're...
Fuck.
That's a great shot, Howden.
It is, but I just... God, he's going crazy. Good for him.
Yep. Good
Like,
fucking
that?
forecheck on the penalty kill. Gets the steal. I mean, that is just a singular effort. I mean, no, there's 2 guys in there, but that's just such a good play by Howden. Deserves to be going bonkers.
Oh, dude.
Rips that puck off the stick and then just lets it fly.
Marner Apple?
Was Marner in the corner with him there?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it looked like it was him.
Dude,
Well, that's fantastic.
Jackie 5-hole tries to go 5ers on the breakaway, on the Shorty breakaway again. Can't get
Fucking
it.
Chance is out there on the ice, dude.
Yeah, Marner Apple, dude. So fucking 4 points.
4 points in 5 games. Hey, listen, that
was a good
big.
dig. That was a good
That was a
dig.
great fucking fight in the corner there on the PK, and they get the puck out. Howden gets it and scores. So Mitch Marner, okay. Little fight,
Marner.
little fight.
I have zero doubt in my mind. I'm putting this on the record.
I while we were watching that, I was like this. After everything we just said, Marner's gonna shove it up my hoop and score a goal. When that puck almost went to his stick, I was like this. That would have been
And that was
amazing.
like a set
And
play.
I'm still gonna give him a hoop shove, as in he earned
giving
one
you a hoop
against
shove.
me
Yeah.
because that was a great fucking play. He helped dig that puck out. Great pressure in there in the corner. Gets it. Allows Howden to get that puck and fucking beautiful.
Utah must be, honestly, dude. That the Weegs play is that shit happens, right? Like,
Is this 2 games in a row where Utah has puked on their leg? Puked on themselves.
Yeah,
Puke.
because I guess you give up a Shorty in overtime, in double overtime. That is,
And you had the lead. You gave up a goal with the goalie pulled.
yeah. So they're kicking themselves. So hold on,
Double puke.
Here's where I was headed. Utah
Utah has a stomach bug.
they have a stomach bug, but now it's out. Get that stomach pump, baby.
That's 2 games.
The Golden Knights, or sorry, this is what I was going to say before. Utah, that amount of tomfoolery off a D zone draw on the power play is unacceptable. It was a drawback to Marner, who then hits the weak side D, who then almost got it back to Marner alone in the slot. Like, if that pass had been 2 inches better, he has a grade A, which is ridiculous. And then it bleeds to the corner anyway, and you've got guys on it, and then you let the 2 Vegas guys dig it out, which nearly, Dan, I would argue, those two Vegas forecheckers were too deep to be on the PK in double overtime. Like if Utah does get that out, I'm like, what are you doing up here?
That's why I'm saying this was like it felt like it was coming.
Yeah.
I mean, there was what 20 seconds left. I think 16 seconds or something. But like either way, like that it's an odd man situation.
Yep.
You can't be too deep. But they could feel it.
They knew they were going to come up with it.
Jackie got that fucking little breakaway, and they were like, "We're on them right now." There was
going.
even a face-off, and they still felt like they were on them.
But I am going to say this on record. The Utah Mammoth have won Game 6 in Utah. Bang.
Wow, you think
game,
so?
Yeah, I think this is the way Utah have played them and the way they've played at home and the way they played in this game where they had every chance. I think the Mammoth, there's no chance the Mammoth season ends on whenever the fuck. What day is it? Maybe Friday they play.
Yeah.
Next Game 6, I think the Mammoth win that game. We're going 7.
I love that take. All I'll say is, yeah, it's great that it's in Utah.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
That's 2 back-breaking games.
Yes, it is.
2 back-breaking games, and then after we put a little pressure on Mitchie, makes a big play to get to that winning goal. Who knows, maybe he's awake.
Yeah.
There are vibes going right now.
Vegas is good, dude. Vegas is good.
And there's also like 2 times where we're like this, you're dead, and then they survive like this and win. That I'm kind of
they
like
tied that game.
Yeah.
If Dorofeev is cooking now, that actually could be trouble.
Yeah.
But I still love this Utah team, dude. They are gonna fight. They are gonna fight. They're gonna fight all the way to Game 7. I promise you that.
unbelievable stuff. Vegas wins it in double OT. That's going to do it for this episode. Folks, we love you. Hope you're loving all the daily content. If you are, please support. Spread it around. Subscribe to the YouTube, please. 5-star reviews on Spotify and Apple, please.
Next stream's Friday.
Next stream is Friday. We will see you then. And until we do,
skate hard.